Hi guys, it's Ali, and this video is about how to properly stretch your ears from the knowledge that I have gained over it. Sorry. But this is a video about stretching your ears and what to do, what you're not supposed to do, how to keep them clean, and everything like that. So yeah, basically, if you have your ears pierced, you're not supposed to get them pierced and then immediately start gauging. Like me, I was stupid and I waited 3 days and then I just jumped up to an 8. My ears were fine for that moment, but like that's just really not healthy for your ears. You're not supposed to do that at all. So I'm just putting that out there. I have fucked up a lot when stretching my ears, a lot, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, because I've learned a lot of new things that and like the actual ways to stretch your ears. But everybody has their different opinion, or not different opinion, but different ways to stretch their own ears. So basically what you're going to do, and I don't have examples or anything here because I no longer have small gauges, but basically what you're supposed to do is you have your ears pierced. If you just got them pierced, wait at least 3 to 4 months before you start gauging them. Start out with small sizes, like itty bitty sizes. Um, Most people jump straight from the 22 to the 8. That hurts. It doesn't. It hurt me personally, and everybody's gonna be all like, "Oh, if that hurt, then why'd you do it?" Well, I wanted gauges. I still want my gauges. I love my gauges. You can't really see them right now because of my hair, but I do have them in. Those are the only piercings that I have in. But when stretching your ears, like, start with the smaller sizes and go from the 22 or 24, whichever you've got pierced with. Like, if you skip itty bitty sizes, like, go from that to a 16, that will not hurt your ears. It'll make your ears a little red, but you can do that. And from 16 to 14, 14 to 12, etc. Don't skip sizes after that. Like, don't skip sizes past a 14. You can, but it's not recommended. If you are going to avoid that caution thing there, don't skip past an 8, at least an 8. I've actually ripped one of my ears once because I didn't stretch properly, and yeah. When you're at little sizes, itty bitty sizes, it is okay to keep a taper in. For those of you who don't know what tapers are like the longer pointed things that you use to stretch your ears. I don't know really how to describe them, but they are decently long, and they do help stretch your ears, obviously. I kind of already said that, but still. If you're using pinchers, or back to tapers, if you're going to use a taper, what you do is, at the itty bitty sizes, I'm going to say up until about a 0-ish, around there, 0, double 0, you can go from that, you take that, or anywhere after that, so double 0, you're going to go from 9/16. If you're going to stretch up with a taper, what you're going to do, and I'm just going to use my hand, this is one of my ear gauges, this is actually the ear that I ripped. You can see like a little, crease up in there from where I did rip it. But basically what you're going to do is, sorry, I keep doing that. You're going to take your taper, and I'm going to use my finger as the taper. So my finger is the taper. You're going to take your finger and you're going to take the taper and stick it through your ear until it gets to the end here. So this is the end of the taper. Then what you're going to do is follow through with a plug. So just like that, but it'd probably be a little bit harder. um, so yeah, and then you leave the plugs in, don't change them or anything for at least a week or two. Good ways to clean them are antibacterial soap and sea salt. Those are both amazing things to clean your ears. Do not use peroxide. Peroxide is very, very bad for piercings. A lot of people do it anyway. I do it sometimes too, and I know that it's bad for piercings. I've had a bunch of piercings, if you guys can remember. But it is extremely bad for your piercings because you're not just supposed to put peroxide on an open wound, and that is basically what it is. So use antibacterial soap and sea salt. Those are amazing things to clean your body jewelry and your body jewelry, your piercing, like the holes itself, just to keep them from not getting infected or anything. So yeah, um, that's basically what you do. If you're going to size up with pinchers, I believe pinchers are a lot easier to use, especially if they're the spiral ones, because they start out really, really small, and then you can just kind of stretch it along with your ear. Like, you don't have to go from immediate size to size. If your ears aren't ready to be to the next size, you can stay somewhere in between there until your ears are ready. Another advisory thing is that if you absolutely cannot get the plug or whatever you're using to stretch, like the taper, the pincher, or not the pincher. If you're using a taper or a plug and you're trying to get it through your ear and it's just not going, do not do it. Do not, because you will just cause your ears to blow out, and that is not what you want at all. Let me see what else. There is a time where you can start sizing up with plugs. I started sizing up with plugs after I got to a 5/8 the second time. So, okay, so I'm gonna go back to my ear blowing out story, or ear ripping story really quick. My ear did rip, and I had to start up from a half an inch again, because I was stretching from 5/8 to 3/4. There is a size between 5/8 and 3/4. I believe it is 11/16, and you can get that size in between there, but it's like a really, really rare size, supposedly. I don't know, I never got it, so, but, you go, I've totally lost my train of thought, but you can get, like, individual sizes also if your ears aren't ready to be stretched, and like I said, I totally just lost my train of thought, so I don't remember what I was saying. I'm trying to think, but it's not coming up. Okay, anyway, next, Facebook. Next topic, or not next topic, but next thing I want to say is like I said, if you're not going to use or if you're trying to do that and it's just not going in, do not force it. Wait longer until your ears are ready, because it will cause damage to your ears and it's not going to feel pleasant. Gauging itself doesn't always feel good. I mean, I don't really think it feels good at all, but sometimes it doesn't hurt. A majority of the time it does. So just like I said, take it slow, because you don't want your ears to be like all shrivelly and nasty. That is another thing. If you gauge up too fast, that's going to happen. Wait at least a month and a half-ish, like in between there, to gauge up again, unless you absolutely know your ears are ready. And if your ears aren't ready after a month and a half, just wait longer until they are. Good ways to stretch your ears when you're starting stretching again is shower right before you are, and like just don't dry your ears, I guess, because that will help the jewelry go in, because the water is being used as lube. Lube is another thing that you can use. It's an awkward word, yes, but you can use that to help stretch up your ears. Lotion helps really, really go well too. If like you use all these things and it's still not easily going in, and you actually have to like push really, really hard, don't stretch. That's really all I have to say, because I can't really think of anything else. But like I said, um, take your time when you're gauging and do it the proper way. If this video isn't helpful to you, you can go like search it on Google or Bing or whatever, proper ways to gauge your ears, and things will come up that will help you out a lot. That's kind of how I learned how to gauge ears, or how I know a lot more about gauging ears. I just typed in Google search what you're supposed to, like the proper ways of gauging, and then I've also watched a couple other videos on how to properly gauge your ears, etc. Right now my ears are at 9/16, and I was stupid when I started gauging my ears, and like I said, I went straight from a 24 to an 8 in 3 days, and then I've also skipped a couple sizes in between there, maybe one or two, but nothing big. And my ears are a little shrivelly on the inside, but not much. If you gauge up too fast, your ears are going to look like a cat's ass, basically. You're going to have a cat butt in your ear. And this one is my good ear. And that wasn't ripped out or anything. I really don't know how it looks, but see, like that. one is a little bit more shrivelly than the other one, but not by much. You want to be able to see the hole when you gauge. You don't want it to be all shriveled up because that's just nasty. Really, that's all I have to say. I know I said this like 2 minutes ago, but and I'm just kind of rambling on now. But like I said, um, take care of your ears, clean them, keep them clean. You don't want smelly gauges because gauges do tend to smell. Take your time when you're gauging. Do it properly. Oh, I am gonna bring this up right before I go. There is another way to gauge your ears. What you can do is, if your ears also aren't ready to size up, what you can do is take electrical tape. And I know a lot of people that do this. You're not supposed to, but I guess it won't hurt your ears if you do. You can take electrical tape and wrap it around your plug to where it fits into your ear, and it's not too big, but it's not too small either. So yeah, and then that will just go straight into your ear, or it should. If not, then you need to take some of the tape off, and that's just another way of gauging your ears. Alright, so now that I've given you like 11 minutes worth of information, I've kind of repeated myself, and I can't really think of anything else. I'll let you guys go. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Love you. Oh, and I really, really hope this helped. Okay.